What is horror? At its core, it's vulnerability. It's the feeling that something could happen when you're not ready. The awareness that something isn't right, even if you can't see it yet. Horror games are designed to make you feel unsafe. But the truth is, we're still in control. So I started wondering, what happens when fear leaves the screen and enters the real world? For many of us, the best way to play horror games is at home, walking down through some abandoned hallway, searching for clues, trying to survive for whatever is waiting for me right around the corner. The immersion works. My pulse rises. Every breath feels heavier. And then, boom, the jump scare hits, and my body reacts before my mind can catch up. But if it gets too intense, I could always just hit the pause button, turn on the lights, unlock the door or lock it. I can just safely step away. And just like that, I'm safe again. That's the illusion. We think horror games make us vulnerable. But inside our rooms, we're still very much in control. So what if we remove that safety entirely? What if we step outside the boundaries of the room? That's where portability changes everything. You see, when we step outside, we're exposed to the real dangers, not the simulated ones behind the screen at home. Instead of sitting in a chair or lying in bed, we're aware of our surroundings. We look around, we listen, we make sure that nothing's actually approaching us. Recently, Capcom released the Resident Evil Generations pack, and I picked it up. As I played through Resident Evil 7, I was having fun, but the setting was deeply disturbing. The swamp, the isolation, the feeling that something was always nearby. And I started wondering, would that atmosphere feel different if I played it somewhere that resembled the game itself? Would the fear be elevated if I wasn't just worried about what was happening in the game, but what might be happening around me in real life? So I decided to go on a swampy location at night, trying to mirror the environment as closely as possible. I put on noise-canceling headphones to eliminate distractions, hoping it would amplify the sense of danger. And then, I started playing. I hadn't played the game since it first released back in the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, so a lot of it was still pretty fresh, minus some of the big story beats. And at first, I was fine. But as the game progressed, something shifted. I started to feel uncomfortable, like I was being watched. I wanted to take off my headphones just to make sure that nothing was actually around me. But I kept going. The immersion didn't just match what I felt at home. It surpassed it. My palms started sweating as I held the switch. My mind felt uneasy. I couldn't just turn on the lights anymore. I couldn't retreat to a locked room. I was outside, exposed. And in that moment, the danger wasn't just in the screen. It was everywhere. And then, that's when I realized something. That horror was never really about the screen or where you played it. It was about control. At home, we love playing these games knowing that we're safe. In a way, they simulate danger, but only to an extent. And if it ever becomes too much, we always have an exit point, a pause button, a light switch, a locked door. Outside, that illusion of security disappears. Fear isn't contained anymore. It bridges the game and the world around you. And that changes everything. For the first time, I wasn't afraid of just what was happening in the game. My mind was influenced by the lack of control that I had. Maybe we don't play horror games to feel unsafe. Maybe we play them knowing that we are safe. And the moment you remove that safety, you realize how much control you've really been holding on to the entire time.